so loud. And 3, 2, 1, beep. Hello, everyone. My name is Salis Charming with the Pole Circuit, and we've been doing interviews of our fabulous judges, and we have one with us today that goes by the name of Jball. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm awesome. I actually wanted to kind of go into everything real quick, and you can just tell us where you're from, how long you've been polling, and what you kind of specialize in.
Okay, sounds good. Well, again, I'm Jball. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been polling for, it'll actually be 6 years coming up next week. So
Oh,
yeah, that flew by fast. Yeah, 6
gotta
years.
get a pole cake.
I know, I do, like blow out a little birthday candle.
How fun.
I own a studio called Pole Body and Arts. We've been open for a little over a year. We had our 1 year in September, and I started teaching actually just last summer, last July. I started my teaching journey and part of pole. So it's been great success so far. We've had an opportunity to partner with the community and host workshops and really grow our family here. So it's been awesome. Yeah.
Well, why don't we talk a little bit about that? Since your studio hasn't been open that long, I do know a lot of studio owners have been struggling with the
Yeah.
pandemic. Is there anything you could kind of tips or advice for anyone who might be in that situation?
Yeah, we definitely took a risk to open in the midst of a pandemic, but what really stuck out is that we had a market for it. I think that's a really key point when you're opening any business, but especially for the pole community, if there's a certain niche of community people that you're looking for to really market towards or that you want to draw into your building, really structure your social media and your marketing and your website all towards that. That helped us a lot. It just helped us stay aligned with our values and sharing that with others in the community. They were aligned with what we believe in. That helped bring them in the door and stay in the door, most importantly.
Yes, that's very smart. Let's see. Our next question was about PSO, so the Pole
Yeah.
Sport Organization.
Yeah.
We've all competed, and I loved your outfit. My favorite color is purple, so
Yes.
I was won over.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yes. I recently did my fifth competition with PSO. I'm PSO unicorn as well. I am a huge advocate of trying competition and competing. The last one, we got to go to nationals. That was the first time I went to the nationals event in Orlando, Florida. I chose to do the free dance category. It was my second time competing in that one. And you don't know the song you're going to get until you get on stage.
Super hard.
Yeah, it's a little intimidating, I won't lie, but it really helps you find your own flow, help you find the musicality in different music genres. And it worked out in my favor. I won. So I can't complain. It's been really fun.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
PSO has some really, really harsh competition. It is not
They do. They have
easy.
excellent competition. I also judge for them as well sometimes. And I love the training they provide the judges and making sure everyone's feedback's aligned. And no matter what's written down on a piece of paper, it's really about going out there and having fun and just showcasing what you can do. So I'm preparing for my sixth piece for February at PSO Triangle. So I'm excited for that.
That's awesome. So since you said you judge PSO as well as you judge the pole circuit, what do you look for as a judge?
I really look for a performance. I really think there's a difference between just going up and doing tricks versus putting on a show. Yeah. And I look for concept. I want to understand what your character is, what vibe and energy you're trying to give off. So from the moment that music hits play, I'm looking to see, okay, what's this person's character? What is drawing me in? That stands out to me a lot when I can find a connection throughout their movement, or maybe it's something a little bit more obvious with props, doesn't matter, but someone that really takes the time to put on a show. Yeah.
To tell a story, keep the audience engaged.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to take my eyes off them. Yeah.
And what advice do you have for people who maybe it's their first competition or second competition and they get like nervous, or maybe, they're a little anxious about performing?
Yeah.
What do you suggest?
First I'd say is number one, go for it because it is such a supportive environment. What I really stood out to me about PSO is that whether it's your studio family in the audience, everyone is cheering for you. And that makes you feel so comfortable on stage. So even if things don't go as planned, nobody knows, right? Nobody knows your routine but
Right.
you. So go out there, have fun. The pole community is about supporting each other and shake out those nerves. They're going to be there on competition day, but remember, no one knows your routine but you, and have fun.
Right. I think a lot of us, we're so gung ho on like we want to master this trick or we want
Yeah,
to do that.
perfection.
Yes. And then we don't, we miss the whole aspect of just having fun and letting loose because the judges really notice that in the end.
Mhm.
And that's what
Absolutely.
matters. So I wanted to talk about how you're kind of an advocate for a curvy women and any advice you have for maybe someone that might be too timid or too shy to start with pole.
Sure. A kind of another thing is try it, right? I came from the sofa. I like to tell people I came from the couch.
From the
I
sofa.
I honestly do not have any sort of
Okay.
athletic or dance background. I didn't play sports
Wow.
besides just dancing at home with my friends, things like that. I had to learn from scratch. It took me over a month to learn a fan kick. It took me 3 months to climb. It took me a year
Wow.
to invert. Everyone's journey is their own, but pole is truly about consistency. It is. You have good days, you have bad days, but no matter what shape or size, there is an option for you. I am huge on modifications and accommodations for any size, but if you feel like your weight or your size or your proportion or your age or whatever it may be, it's holding you back, it is for you. Do it. There's
You're like,
always
at
people
least
you
give
can
it a try.
try. Yes.
And what would you say your personal style of pole dance is?
That's a fantastic question. um, I like a little bit of everything, but a student actually told me, they said, you have this kind of old school flow. And that spoke to my heart because I am such a throwback queen. Like, I struggle to listen to anything from today. So I love going back to like 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and I find my flow there. And also spin pole. I am definitely team spin. I love the feeling of floating in the air. And I think that's what draws me to spin is being able to hold different shapes and explore different transitions and movements as the spool just spins and floats me around like I'm in the sky. So definitely team spin. Yeah.
Yes, I feel like spinner is a little easier for some
Mhm.
reason on static. I mean, everybody's different, like
Yeah,
Jen
I
was
agree.
saying, some people are team static, some people are team
Yeah.
spin. But for me as well, I feel like I'm more like a feather, like lighter on the pole,
Yeah.
that things are easier to accomplish with the static. It really is pure muscle.
It is. You really have to create that momentum. And I would also say I'm definitely more of a strength based polar versus flexibility.
Yes.
Flexibility is a journey. So I'm
Yes.
still working on that. So I definitely prefer strength moves. Yeah, on the pole.
That's awesome. And let's see, last but not least, I just have to mention it because we'll be posting this. And tomorrow is Thanksgiving. What are some of your favorite dishes? You can share yours
Oh
and
my
I'll tell you
God.
mine.
Yes. Okay. So I'm like dessert queen. I love pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is my absolute favorite. But as far as dishes, I like the sides. I can kind of take or leave the turkey, but mac and cheese, sign me up. That's where I'm at. Yeah.
So I'm Puerto Rican and we do a pernil. So it's like a pablechon. So it's a
Mhm.
turkey made in the form of a pig. So like the seasonings of the pig and everything.
Yeah.
And to me, it just tastes like a pig and it's just so delicious to
It's like
me.
it's probably juicy, kind of like ham. Like
Yes, like it
really
like
good.
ham. If somebody gave it to you, you would kind of, the texture is
Yeah.
different, obviously. That's like my favorite thing
I love
about
that.
Thanksgiving. And with the whole being thankful, I just want to say real quick, I am thankful to everybody watching, everybody who supported the pole circuit. And if you want to say a few words for what you're thankful for with the community as well.
Absolutely. First, I'm thankful for you guys too. Thank you so much for having me being part of judging your first competition. I mean, it was amazing, really talented performers. And I'm just thankful for the whole pole community. We're going through tough times, right?
Yes.
Especially still in the midst of a pandemic. So we all try to show up for each other. And I love this virtual community we've all created, being able to still pull and meet and network all from Zoom. So I'm
Yes.
definitely thankful for that. It keeps our business and our energy and motivation going.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. And do you have any other future things coming up you want to share with us besides February?
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, outside of February, I will be teaching a curvy retreat. So if you are a curvy plus size, however you identify polar, I'll be partnering with Total Reset Experience Retreat. We are going to San Juan, Puerto Rico in May. Yes. So myself and two other
Look at my
instructors.
face. I'm like,
Yeah. Come enjoy paradise with us. So, yes, I'm so excited to travel there. It's happening May 18th. Registration is open and hit me up if you have any questions. So, really excited for that next year.
that is so cool. And tell me a little bit about it. Like, is it a week, 2 weeks? How does that work?
Yeah, it's a week. I believe it's May 18th. I want to say to the 23rd.
Mhm.
So it's based in a pole studio. So we'll have pole level classes. Just requires 6 months of pole experience. So if you're still working on
Mhm.
climbing or inversions, you're still welcome to come. Just 6 months pole experience, whatever that looks like for you. We also have sound healing. So it's really about
Cool.
total wellness, right? Not just physically, but mentally. So I'm really excited for that. And it's in a beautiful location. So come join us. Yeah.
Yes, it sounds awesome. Well, thank you everyone for watching. We're coming to the end of our interview. Once again, I'm Alice Charming with the beautiful Jball. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye-bye.